Well, howdy tubers. I hope everybody's staying safe and all your family and friends are safe, and I guess I'd say staying at home, which I guess that's what I should be doing, but I went over to a friend's house that wanted me to cut down some, I guess you'd say, the trunks of a bush or something so that she didn't trip over them. So I went and did that, and then on my way back home, which really isn't on my way back home, but still over in that direction, I stopped at Aldi's to pick up my parents some stuff, and then took it over to their house. Of course, didn't go in, but made the delivery of food for them, and then came home. Of course, my mom had said it was supposed to be 52 degrees today. Well, it hasn't made it there yet, but on the way home it started sunning up and warming up a little bit, but I think it's only maybe 45 now. But I thought, well, this still gave me the opportunity to make a video that I believe the guy, the subscriber's name is E. Davis, and he was wanting a video, and I guess video and description or whatever I'm looking at in the engine compartment, and I didn't know if he meant the Ultra Cruiser H5, and I got a message back from him, and I went through looking messages trying to find him, but I couldn't find it. So I thought, well, I'll just do it, and hoping that E. Davis is the one. So anyways, he wanted this low down or something on my engine compartment on the H5. So there you go. I guess description wise, well, of course, that's my oil fill, and that's the secondary electronic ignition. Of course, dipstick, and these are auto light, which I don't like because that's Ford. Plugs, but you can get them from Summit, and they're aviation type plugs. And then of course it has Bosch, I believe they are, or NGK plugs underneath there, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but of course, you know, got dual ignition. And then the first ignition is, of course, this magneto right here, the green thing, or the center green thing, the more olive drab green, and then this green and this green here are the coils for the secondary ignition. And here's my battery right here, which doesn't weigh anything. And then of course the motor mount I designed, whatever, to fit this engine, because I had to make a new one to fit this engine as opposed to the engine I had in here, because the mounting system up here was different, so I had to make another motor mount. And okay, so here's your oil pressure sending unit, and there's oil lines going back to oil filter, and then from the filter down to the oil cooler, which is blocked off now. And I probably just thought I'd just bypass it because it's just not warming up. Well, and of course I've never blocked these off like I've done in the like I do on the Ultra Cruiser, which you can see I still have the block off plate on here, and there you can see that I've bypassed the oil cooler by way of just putting that union, there we go, union in there. And Spike was getting hungry, so I happened to find a can of dog food, which he never eats, in the car, and he licked her clean. So that's amazing. So anyways, back to the engine. Let's see. Oh, well, of course, starter, but y'all probably could figure that out. And this line here was supposed to go back to, well, I don't know if you can see it, but down underneath the block there, you can see a blue cap. Maybe or maybe not. But anyways, that's where this line was supposed to go back to. But since I made, and you can see where I cut the beam off, I can't tell what I'm pointing at with the camera, but you can see that diagonal cut off there. That's what I cut off so I could clear my cowling, because it's narrower than this cowling is supposed to look in the front like the Ultra Cruiser does, but I'm narrower down at the bottom. So I couldn't get this line here into down there because of that. And so Scott Kessler said to have my return line. This is the return oil from the oil filter and slash oil cooler to return right up here. So that's what I did. And and then this I guess would be your voltage regulator for the alternator, which is, I guess you'd say, it's internally inside of the flywheel, if I'm saying that right. And let's see, this has got a, what they call, it says right on there, Force 1 hub, which I guess gives you just a little bit more bearing surface on your crank. And that also sticks it out. That sticks your prop out another, I think it's 3/4 of an inch or so. Well, that's why I had to add this piece in here, because this is my original cowl, and it would have just been straight up from there to the back of the spinner. But since they got that in there, and of course that's why now I also have, or that's why I've got the big gap here, which I could do the same thing on here, is make me a whole new top cowling and extend it out, and then put me a filler piece in here on there, like I did on the Ultra Cruiser. I could do this, I mean, like I did on the H5, I could do the same thing on the Ultra Cruiser. But just haven't done it, and nobody's really said, well, that don't look very good. It used to sit about 1/4 of an inch away. But when Scott Kessler went to the chromoly crank, which this is the first one that he did, I'm the guinea pig on it, he put this Force 1 hub just like on the 4-cylinder, but after he did it, and I asked him about it, and then he said, well, I didn't have to do it. So anyways, he took a little bit of money off for that. I really didn't have to have it, but anyway, that's why it sticks out. Let's see, I'll pause. Golly, already 8 minutes. Well, I'll hurry up on this because I don't like to make long videos that take up you guys' time. But anyways, on both sides, of course, this is your EGT, and then this is your CHT. And EGT and CHT, and of course that's exhaust gas temperature and cylinder head temperature. That's what that means. So anyways, I'll get this into YouTube, and I just pray for all you people and subscribers and non-subscribers and all that we all make it through this worldwide virus thing that's going on, the COVID-19, or however they say it. That right, Spike? Spike? Okay, yeah, how are you looking? So, God bless all of you, and take care and be safe. There you go.